or don't sit next to her, like, because she's got the coronavirus, apparently, because they associate dark-skinned people with the Bangladeshi workers. So when they see her like walking around or like maybe sitting down, they will change their mind to sit there because it's like, oh my God, no, wait, she might have the coronavirus. Yeah.
Have you ever experienced racism firsthand?
Truthfully, no. I'm a Chinese Singaporean. We are a very privileged community of people in Singapore. So I've hardly had any racist encounters.
Never. Like, not even once.
No.
Not exactly, no.
No, not that I know of. But my friends have experienced it because of their skin color.
So far, only when I went to London, the Chinese people look down on Chinese people. That is the worst thing. If you are a more different case. It's a Chinese guy selling me things.
Yeah, I've experienced racism. I know it's kind of ironic for a white guy to say it.
Yes.
Yes, probably yes.
Yo.
Subtle, but not systemic. Like say when I was at work, the general notion that Malays are lazy, can't do work, 50-50. So the kind of expectations that my ex-employers have on me, I would say that they have less expectations for the kind of work I can do, but I'll be under scrutiny.
I live a pretty comfortable life. Like, I'm not very rich, but my parents, they managed to make us feel like we don't need anything more. So whenever they come to my house, they're like, oh, Malay can live at this kind of place, one. Then it's, like, I took it like, well, but I didn't really say anything much because they were my friends.
Back in my primary schools, we try to form teams on our own, and then there's always like, Chinese, the Malays, or the Chinese will be one team, and then the Malays and the Indians. And then if, like, let's say you want to be in a team with them, they will say that, oh no, you're not Malay, you're not Indian, so you have to be with the Chinese. Yeah.
I get juiced, we're freshly 18. And then the song Black and Yellow came on. And then they started pointing at me, saying like black and yellow. And I was like, okay, I'm not that dark, but okay. So yeah, that was like the first time where it like kind of struck me that, okay, maybe this is wrong.
1964年的时候，种族，我刚刚约了我的子女去看电影，看了为什么那个人为什么他们走前就离开了，出去只剩下我2个，有一辆是那种霸王车啊，他就说你快点快点，他说在雅朗那边已经种族在乱了，我们那时候还是很害怕，就赶快离开那个家，跑到里面比较深。因为外面比较容易种族乱的时候会比较接近，我们就越跑越近，越进去里面去躲啦。
Mostly in primary school, I don't know why. I think because we're all immature. They always say like, oh, Chinese eyes very small. Then after that, they always do the this thing, Yeah, then they always do to me. Then they always say like, why you don't have China accent? Like that. I was like, I'm not from China, I'm from Singapore. Yeah, after that, of course I don't have China accent. Yeah.
Wait, so your friends, they are making fun of you are Chinese?
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, it's my kids who are the one who always bring out about this issue. Yeah, they feel that, I'm racist. Because I say can't blame me because of my background. I don't, so far I only have contact with people, my race mainly. The school that I go to, the workplace that I go to. I don't have a chance to meet other races.
There's always going to be a majority which dominates the culture in any country, be it in Singapore or Australia or Russia, where I came from. And people are quite tribal in nature, so they kind of still stick to their own particular tribes. Moving to Australia, like I couldn't speak English or anything. And I was kind of outcast because of my lack of language abilities and also because people thought some of my mannerisms and cultural behaviors were kind of funny.
Okay, but do you think racism is like a serious issue in Singapore?
Singapore got a lot of people all very racist. But sometimes maybe they are not aware of it.
I think it's bad, but I don't think so it's like so serious. Because like if you don't like someone, then you don't like someone.
I think a lot of incidents and cases have been popping up thanks to so-called social media. A lot of people have begun to be more aware about the different situations.
Racism is racism, big or small. Like, we need to start saying something and start putting our foot down already, because it's getting really out of hand. And I feel like because of this global pandemic, it's really bringing out the uglier side of people.
It definitely is. It's not blatant, but it's definitely institutionalized.
It doesn't affect us physically like in other countries where racism is a much bigger issue, but it's not addressed and it's casual.
So what do you think can be done about it?
So far I didn't think of that because that never occurred to me.
During our time, this was not very much educated in the system, whereas for the kids in this system, I mean, in this generation, it's more cultivated in this sense.
It has to be done with us first. Sometimes it comes from family, it comes from friends. So once you start educating the friends and your family, that's already like one step taken really to try and end it. Because once that friend or family starts doing it to other people, and then, you know, it's just like a chain effect.
I would appreciate if someone were to ask me, hey bro, as a Malay, do you feel oppressed or whatever? Or why is this Malay person, or why is this Indian person, or why isn't this Chinese person saying the way they say it?
I think like people need to start having conversations, but be mindful and listen to the other person instead of just being like, okay, but you're Chinese, you shouldn't say anything. But you're like Indian, okay, then we'll listen to you more, no matter their opinion, whether it's bad or good. An opinion is an opinion, and if you can have a conversation about it, then that's growth and that's progress. Yeah.